Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to HIMediaTV. I'm your host, Em from HIMediaTV, and welcome back to HIMedia Headlines for today, December the 3rd, 2025. Today we have a show. So, for those who, might watch some of my more world news-esque type, political type of takes, might know I'm very much not a fan of Saudi Arabia. And when EA announced 2 months ago in October that they were going to be going private, because of a collection of investors, including Jared Kushner's firm as well, and Silver Lake, and a Saudi Arabia monetary fund. I was very much not pleased, but it's also EA. They're a trash company. I wouldn't be surprised. I wasn't surprised by them making these choices, but somehow it's even worse. While I find Jared Kushner to be a repugnant human being, unfortunately, I find Saudi Arabia to be an even more repugnant entity. And unfortunately, they are the ones that are going to own 93.5% of the company, which is everybody. Oh, the joy. All right. So, according to the Wall Street Journal, Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, or PIF in this case, will own 93.4% of EA. And, Silver Lake is going to own about 5.5%, and Kushner's going to own about 1.1%. Basically, if this buyout passes regulatory shareholder approvals, which it absolutely will, because Donald Trump's, I think the big reason why, Jared Kushner is even in this deal, despite only getting 1.1 measly percent of Electronic Arts, is just patently, because they want to make sure that this buyout goes through. Because what this effectively is, a foreign entity buying a large, well-known, I don't want to say reputation, but just certainly has a known reputation American company. And, if Donald Trump's xenophobia works, his nepotism works harder. So either way, the PIF is a famously trigger-happy fund that has been buying up stakes in the games industries with tentacles everywhere from Take-Two, Capcom, Nexus, Nintendo. It's unfortunate. It's increasingly unlikely that EA CEO Andrew Wilson, will try and fight this or anything like that, because at the end of the day, it's EA. They're the devil. I know that we gave Activision Blizzard was dog shit, and it was about a 4 or 5 year period where we were just hounding on them for being evil and awful. But I need you guys to remember everything EA did and was doing during the Obama administration that turned them into the worst company on the planet. They were hated for a reason, for good reason, and I don't want any of us to forget that EA is evil. There's an entire generation of gamers that might even be mildly unaware of how awful EA is, because by the time that their frontal cortex developed enough for them to start retaining memories of the public gamer zeitgeist, we were already just dogging on Activision Blizzard at that point. So I just a brief reminder in that regard. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen, this sucks, but what can we do? We're just voting with our dollars isn't something that works anymore, really. Anywho, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening to this episode of High Media Headlines for today, December the 3rd, 2025. Fuck me, I'm tired. I gotta go to work here in a little bit. Anyways, If you guys liked this episode, join our Discord. We've got a great community, and we'd love to have you. Link in the description. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to HIMediaTV. I have been your host, Evan from HIMediaTV, and I will see you guys next time.